I am Michelle with two L's.
And I'm Natalie the Red.
And we are Force of Light Entertainment, and we are back for yet another first time watching reaction. Today we are going to be watching
Experiencing, really.
Yes, I've actually seen this movie one time. I saw it in 2020. I just watched it because people seem to like it so much. I was like, well, what am I missing? So I thought I would check it out. But Natalie has not seen this movie, and that is John Wick.
John Wick first timer over here.
Yes, and I would have watched the second and third, but at that point, it was like later on, I was like, I'll just wait, and maybe one day we'll do a first time watching reaction video of 2 and 3, which we will be doing.
The day has come, ladies and gentlemen. Today is that day.
Yes, so if you are a John Wick fan, of course, John Wick 4 comes out, I believe, in March of this year. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we are going to be covering.
Just click it.
Yes, we are going to be covering 2 and 3. And since I know how this first movie goes, this is this movie. I think one of the reasons people like it, they don't take themselves too serious. I don't feel like, really, from what I remember in the first one. But I mean, let's be real. John Wick, it's kind of like back in the day with Jack Bauer, where Jack Bauer would take out sometimes up to 40 people in a day. And it kind of feels that way in this movie. So I want to have a little fun since, again, I have actually seen this. Natalie is not. I want to I'm going to attempt to keep up with how many people John Wick kills with my John Wick kill count. So I'm going to try to tally how many people the man kills in this movie.
Sounds like a fun game. I don't know if I should say a fun game, but it's just a movie.
Yes, it is just a movie. So we're going to do that. Natalie, what do you expect for this movie?
A lot of kills from what it sounds like.
I think that's a wise expectation. But yeah, let's and again, hit that subscribe button.
It's free.
It is. It's free 99.
Yes.
But let's go ahead and check out John Wick.
I take it this is John.
Yeah. Good old Keanu.
Oh gosh.
John's not doing so well.
What are you doing, John?
Looking at you.
I take it was a rough night for John.
It appears that way. John's got a cool house.
I was gonna say that's a pretty sweet bedroom, but I guess it's a pretty sweet house.
The beginning of this movie is really sad.
Yeah, seems really sad. A funeral in the rain always seems so much sadder, even.
It also feels fitting.
It does.
Whoever that is, they're creeping.
Very much so.
It's been a while.
Oh.
My condolences.
Yeah, I know that guy. Forgot what his name is.
Willem Dafoe?
Yeah.
Just checking up on an old friend. Goodbye, Johnny.
I love you, John. Now that I have found my peace, find yours. Your best friend, Helen.
It's a puppy.
Oh. Oh.
Good luck.
The dog's like, nah, I'm gonna sleep in the bed.
Michelle, is this giving you puppy fever?
No. It is cute though.
А у этой, сука, нет.
Кого себе держишь?
Have good day, sir.
So these guys just really want this car. Is this?
Yeah, well, that guy does. The little punk. I don't feel this driving is super safe for the puppy.
I want to get her a little doggy car seat for this.
Maybe the dog wasn't in the car then.
Yeah, maybe
We're hoping not.
Because if not,
dog
she was in the back seat, like.
She was putting up the windshield. Oh. You really wanted that car.
That's kind of ridiculous.
It's very ridiculous.
Oh. That was. Oh.
Not sure.
That was so we as the audience are like, they need to die. It's time for them to go. You don't touch John Wick's dog. All this for a car. I mean, my gosh, go buy another
I
one.
guess I just thought the plot would be a little more like he was involved with like these people or gotten like, but it's just over a car.
No, that guy won his car and I guess doesn't take no for an answer.
Wow. Oh.
And they put it right by him. Gosh, they're disgusting.
Why would he not like call the police?
Well,
Because he wants to take matters into his own hands.
it's John Wick. John Wick doesn't call the police.
But like, okay, so this is the first movie. So what does he do for a living?
Well, you'll see. Just give it time.
Does he kill people for
He's been, what's his name? He's been in the
Leguizamo?
he's been
I
in the
can't say
last
it,
two
but-
movies I've seen in theaters recently.
Where'd you get that car?
And they ruined his wife's car, I guess. These are like the worst people ever.
Man,
All for a car.
yeah.
Unbelievable. But I think there really are people that are that way, like in crime. Like they don't take no. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're out there for sure. Guess that's why people get killed over their wallet or,
yeah.
you know, theft situations.
Joseph Tarasov, Nick.
Vigo's son.
All right, get out of here. Just get out of my shop. Get out right now.
Just lose your shit, Aurelio? Because we own you.
You don't know me, punk. I work with your father, all right? Fucked up his dog. Yeah.
That's crazy shit, man.
Now, you kill me right now, or you get the out of my shop.
Guess we'll be taking our business someplace else.
I think I'm gonna kill.
I need a ride.
You got another sweet ride.
That's all John drives are sweet rides.
Because he stole John Wick's car, sir, and killed his dog.
He's like, oh, okay, I get it now. I understand.
I just don't know why yet. I don't know why John Wick has this reputation.
Well, I think you can put two and two together.
That guy was in Game of Thrones.
The older or younger one?
The younger one.
It's not what you did, son, that angers me, sir. It's who you did it to. It's John Wick.
You picked the wrong car to steal.
And puppy to kill.
We call him Baba Yaga. Boogeyman? Well, John wasn't exactly the boogeyman. John is a man of focus, commitment, sheer will. I once saw him kill 3 men in a bar with a pencil. A job no one could have pulled off.
Oh, but John could.
The bodies he buried that day laid the foundation of what would be allowed after his wife died. Just steal his car. John will come for you, and you will do nothing because you can do nothing.
So now you know what John used to do.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That made sense.
I heard about your wife. I'm sorry. My condolences. Let us not resort to our baser instincts and handle this like civilized men to move on.
He tried.
He did. Getting my pencil ready. Or pen ready.
Is that 3?
I think it's 4. 6.
Guys, we gotta have some fun with this. About to be joined by number 7.
Lucky number 7.
No, 7.
8.
It's a full-time job. Yes! That was 2. That guy didn't die.
No, it was another one.
Oh. This is very personal at this point. Whew.
I mean, all these were self-defense.
Evening, John. Evening, Jimmy. Noise complaint. Noise complaint. You working again? No, just sorting some stuff out. I'll leave you be then.
He's like, carry on.
Good night, Jimmy.
No, John.
Here I'd feared you'd left all this behind.
So he's got his own, like, cleanup crew. If he needs it.
From back in the day, yes.
That's pretty handy, I would say, in those situations.
Well, I think when your role was an assassin, you probably,
And then the morgue, he just has a direct setup just for them to be.
Goodbye, Charlie.
John.
they're like, until next time.
He only accepts payments in coin, that man.
It's kind of funny having Keanu Reeves be like this deadly assassin, because he's like, has the reputation for being like one of the most genuinely kind people
Like,
in
laid
Hollywood.
back,
Yeah.
chill.
This guy does not seem to understand the threat that is John Wick.
No, he doesn't. He's about to find out.
Are you scared of boogeyman? I'm not.
No? But you should be.
He really should be.
Want another bottle?
This guy.
Give me a bottle. Come on.
Such a pleasant man. Oh.
Oh.
You must
He's like, my name is John Wick. You killed my puppy. Prepare to die.
That's really what it's like. Dang. And eye contact all the way down. Oh. Oh.
He used that woman as a shield. He's such a great guy.
Oh, dang.
I mean, it's kind of like dancing.
You get a bullet, and you get a bullet.
It's like
Everybody gets a bullet.
it's John's version of Oprah. Gosh, this is getting hard to keep up. Oh.
And you get several bullets.
He's like, you get one to the foot. Did you just get shot?
Come on!
Yeah, he is. He's got his vest on.
Come on, John, you know you've got more people to kill.
Like, get up, John, you can do it. At this point, why would you even try to kill Trevor? Just let him go. Just be like, I tried. Oh. Ooh. He almost got him. After being thrown to his back.
Victor's dead. That's enough.
Everything's got a price.
Hey, John.
Perkins?
I thought I let myself. You're always a pussy.
Oh, she's hit him into stitches.
Yes.
Yes.
We have received a number of grievances from your floor.
Perhaps. I have to get back to you.
I'm not telling you shit. Little Russia. There's a church where Vigo keeps his private stash.
Thank you.
Do I know you?
I'm thinking so.
He was real merciful to Perkins.
That's true.
Hey, John.
Hey, Harry. Everything's fine.
I'll leave you to it then.
So, how might they do?
Oh,
Remember, it's a front. Oh, did he kill somebody? Yeah, he killed somebody.
at least one.
There's another. Another.
Vigo will kill me. Uh-huh.
Did you put that one down?
Yeah, I got that one. I'd pre-done that one thinking he was
What do you think you're going to do with all of that?
This.
the slow-mo walkout.
Away from the explosion, I love it.
Treat all your ladies like this?
You are no lady.
Trust me.
Oh. She broke her own thumb to get out of the cuffs.
How would you like to earn more than just a gold coin?
She broke her thumb and didn't flinch.
Fuck management.
Oh,
I mean,
Don't worry. Housekeeping will find you.
John Wick was nice to you, and
dang.
oh,
Oh.
did I miss one?
I'm sure you missed several.
Guys, this is hard to keep up with.
We're really trying to.
Oh, did that guy? Yeah. Oh! That was a nasty hit. Don't worry, the insurance guy's there.
And like, why would they not kill him at that point in reality when he was down?
Yeah.
but you know, it's a movie.
It's like Austin Powers. Dad, he's gonna escape.
But it's very much like the Jack Bauer thing you mentioned earlier.
Give me your son, Baba Yaga. When Ellen died, I lost everything until that dog arrived on my doorstep. And your son took that from me. Stole that from me. Killed that from me! So you can either hand over your son, or you can die screaming alongside him!
That was all he needed.
You got him. You got him, buddy.
He's really pleased with himself. John will not be stopped.
Oh.
Oh.
Cool it. Hey, where is he? I have your word then. If I tell you where he is, you let me walk away.
Pull the contract.
Brooklyn, 434, Wallace Place. They know you're coming.
Of course. But it won't matter.
It won't. Because he's John Wick. Oh. Oh. Ooh. That was rough. Looks like dude finally understands what he's up against.
That was the moment.
Oh. I mean, see, like, I can't tell how many people.
I think that was at least 2.
We saw 2. There
There's-
might have been
There's
more.
a body on fire right now.
This is when he says, "My name is John Wick. You killed my puppy. Prepare to die."
Does he really say that?
He's like, "Stop saying that." See, had that guy done
It's kind
that,
of sad that guy's last words he chose were, "It was just a dog."
yeah,
Not to John Wick. It was.
it was his bestie, and they took it from him. Had that guy done to John Wick what John Wick just did to his son, then his son would still be alive. I just want to point that out. Like, there was no talking, no fooling, just to the point.
Right.
What happened to his other car? Did I miss that?
I think it must have got. Was that the incident the guy was talking about? Like maybe it got destroyed.
I don't remember seeing
I
that.
don't remember that either.
Oh, she's hot on the trail.
Ooh.
She needs to let it go.
I appreciate you granted my son a swift death.
Gosh.
Marcus betrayed. You pulled the contract. And while it was open,
You have done your job. My son will be still alive.
I mean, honestly, had you just done your job when you had him and not had to have a big combo with him, your son would still be alive. But
Like, I mean, truly, but you know, such is a movie.
why am I not surprised?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
what a traitor.
I always liked you, Marcus.
Is it really smart to further tick off John Wick?
Right.
Ooh.
I go out on my own.
I think you got him.
A lot of violence in this film.
Well, I mean, that is kind of the movie.
Your membership to the Continental has been by thine own hand. revoked.
I'd say it was revoked.
Ooh.
The crew.
We live by a code. Not the one telling you that a certain helicopter to a certain helipad is being fueled for a certain someone.
You know who that is. Oh,
I mean, I don't know how we count on that one.
that was at least 2. Guy's having a great time.
I think he's lost it. Ooh. There goes another one. He's like, what?
Bushu.
English, please.
Good luck.
John has his gun out the window.
You just got wigged.
That should be his catchphrase.
Well,
As he's being pushed off.
where there's a will, there's a way.
Ooh.
John's like, time to kill on foot. The old-fashioned way. I have a feeling this is going to be a strangle situation.
I can't remember.
No more bullets. No more bullets.
Oh, so yeah, you get a
God.
hand-to-hand. You're like Cobra Kai rules apply. You knew he was gonna have a knife. Oh,
What's going on?
we're like John.
Because it seemed like John kind of like guided it into himself.
Yeah, maybe just like to get it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, definitely to get
Okay.
it, but he must have been pretty sure he'd make it.
He guided it to the right spot.
He's like anything to get that knife.
Be seeing you, John. Be seeing you.
So he let him live?
No, I don't think so. Or does he?
Like maybe
No,
he's
he
gonna
knows. He
die
knows he's
anyway.
dying because of where he put the knife. I mean, John is a professional.
Oh yeah, add that one to the list.
Oh, I did.
Let's go home.
It's like I'm taking a dog. Ooh, that would sting.
Ah, John, go to a professional.
I don't think you really do that when you're in that business.
Well, but he was out of it. He could go back to being a free citizen.
I don't know how you explain some of these though.
It's okay. Let's go home.
And
Okay.
so Natalie, you've now seen
What an experience.
you've now seen John Wick. So guys, on my kill count, I could have missed one or two because
Yeah.
some of those scenes it starts
I
happening
definitely
really
think we
fast.
probably missed a few
Because
realistically.
I ended on a perfect 70.
Yeah. 70.
is what,
70 kills.
is what I calculated from John Wick personally.
John did not come to play in this movie.
He did not.
And something tells me with the movies that are coming up next, is this just a light day for
Yeah.
him?
And the next one, he's probably going to get like 150.
I had a feeling.
I don't know. I've not seen the second one, so I can't say yay or nay.
Tell us in the comments if we should see the second one.
Yeah, let us know. Let's see. How do I want to? Well, Natalie, you can give your thoughts on the movie. I've already seen this movie.
Okay, I thought it was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think because you set it up the right way for me, that this movie kind of knows what it is, and it's not it knows it's this like male, very like how many kills type of movie.
Revenge,
so,
just revenge movie.
Yeah, like a video game. Of,
basically, that it feels like a video game. Yeah.
Yeah, and so when it knows like what it is, I think it's enjoyable in a, I hate saying a fun way, but you understand.
Well, and I will say, I think some of you guys can let me know if there's been another movie that John's style is kind of unique. I feel like what they, not that this is necessarily a good thing, but in the terms of the movie, it's like the way his fighting style with a gun is very interesting, very unique. It's almost like he's able to do, like with a gun, what normally would happen like with a knife. It's like that close. I don't know. I don't know. Just I think you guys have seen it. Will get what I'm saying. The way he can't, just so close with it's.
You're
just
impressed with his gunmanship.
I am. I mean, how can you not be? I mean, it's rather impressive, I'd have to say. And definitely like the way they shot this movie, like the style, the fight style. I think it's interesting. Like I see why people really like it, and it really has kind of like what we talked about.
It kind of has like indie.
It does. It's
indie vibes a little bit.
Well, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the same director did that. What was the movie with the guy who plays Saul from The Nobody or something? The guy who plays Saul in Breaking Bad.
Oh,
he was in that movie that came out this year. I think that was the same director. Then Violent Night was, I think, the same director or creator, one of the two. But basically, this movie's kind of started more smaller budgeted movies that just kind of focus on.
Yeah, and I think movies like that
taking out a bunch of people
can do really well. Like even sometimes with a very simple plot or story, it's just like, sometimes you're not really there for this big elaborate plot. Like you just want like a simple, straightforward story, and some like there's nothing wrong with that.
It's kind of like the male version of what we were talking about in our last reaction for Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing there's nothing to it. It's a super simple story that's about an hour and 40 minutes, and women love it, even men like it. And then this is kind of like the male equivalent. There's not a lot to the story. It's just a revenge story, but they both execute it. Pun intended. They both have good execution in their simplicity.
Let me break it down, Chell. So, what we watched last time, Dirty Dancing, the 80s classic, that's a woman's fantasy.
Yes.
John Wick is a man's fantasy.
Basically. Basically. Okay, so let's rate this movie.
You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong.
Oh, no,
if deep down you don't have this fantasy a little bit.
Well,
I know you do.
It's like it's fun to watch. I think for those audiences, females leans more female. Obviously, for Dirty Dancing, this leans more male. So let's rate this. I will give it for what it is. I mean, for what it is, I'd say it's like close to a 5 out of 5. But I will give it personally. I will rate this a 4 out of 5. I'll give this 4 out of 5 hoots for me.
I'm gonna give it. I was actually literally going to give it 4 as well. I promise you guys. I kind of hate when that happens, but that was the number. 4 hoots is what I had my heart set on.
So that is our thoughts on John Wick. Again, I'd seen it one time, but a lot of the detail, like I remembered the main part of the story, but some of the little details even I'd kind of forgot until I was watching it. Because again, I'd only seen it one time. But yeah, thank you guys for watching our reaction. Yes. Do you guys want to? In fact, I feel like people began to like this franchise as it went on more. So let us know. Yeah. Do you like? Is the second one better? Is it Godfather situation where a lot of people like the second one more or not as much. But yeah, share your thoughts below. Did you see this in theater? Are you a big John Wick fan?
Yeah, tell us what you think about
Have you ever done a kill count? Have you ever done that?
If not, highly recommend.
But share your thoughts below. And if you have not yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also give the video a thumbs up. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right. Bye, guys.